We've spoken a lot about activism, a lot about corporate governance here today. At Alvarez and Marsal, you guys tend to work a lot with boards who either have performance issues and, in some cases, other issues. And I'm just wondering, what if there were any one piece of advice that you could give to a company executive who's either been contacted by an activist or feels that the company in question is at particular risk of succumbing to an activist campaign, what would that piece of advice be?
If I may, I'll give three sort of messages around that. The first is get engaged. So don't deny, not listen, try and ridicule the activist on sort of grounds other than the argument. So get engaged with that argument. They often have good ideas, and even if it's not 100% right, there may be, whether it's 20% or 60%, there may be some good stuff to take out of it. So listen, learn, get engaged with them. There's nothing worse if somebody's got 5% of your shareholding and you won't engage with them. They will get quite cross about that, and then maybe they get other shareholders on their side. So get engaged. The second is get equal, I would say, and by that get that thinking that the activists should have. The problem always with listed companies is there's a danger of them getting too cozy. So what you need to do is get that diversity of thinking, get some private equity guys on the board, do a challenge, an outside-in challenge. That's something that we have done on a number of occasions with boards, normally sponsored by a non-exec. What would an activist do with this business? Work with the board. What would an activist do to challenge the incumbent thinking, which is there by management? So that's the sort of get equal type thing. Get your skills up on the board. And then the third message would be get across. So you have to communicate. And you have to communicate actively with your shareholders. And often when an activist has come in, it's because of a breakdown, partly perhaps in getting your message across, and partly back in about the performance of the business. So you've got to get across what is your plan, and how are you going to realize that plan? How's that going to deliver results? Not in 3 years or 4 years. You don't want some sort of big strategy, sort of long-term rethink. You need things that will deliver results in the current financial year, the next financial year. Activists don't have any tolerance for something longer than that.
Thank you very much. Malcolm McKenzie, Alvarez and Marsal, London.